This is KPRN-DB, broadcasting worldwide from southeast Oklahoma, USA, to parts unknown.
Hey preppers, James Smith here. I've got a new advertiser to tell you about. It is ultimatepreppers.net. There's a couple brothers out of the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area that have this website. It's chock full of everything you need and at a decent price. Let me tell you, they've got a Mayday fanny pack kit for less than $30, a Guide 10 Plus Adventure kit for solar power, 5-man tent for $89, tomahawks, GPS, go bags, so much more. Take a look at it. Freeze-dried food, supplies, you wouldn't believe it. Now, they also sell guns online, and they also have military surplus items. Now, new items are being added daily. If you order more than $100, items are shipped free. Now, they also do take PayPal, so take a look at it. It's ultimatepreppers.net. That's ultimatepreppers, that's plural, .net.
Don't get caught with your pantry down. Try the most delicious Just Add Water storable food from Go Foods. No GMOs, no preservatives, no trans fats, no hydrogenated oils, and a 25-year shelf life. Enjoy it today and save money. Share it with others and earn money. Store it for the future and invest your money. You can't find better food for less anywhere. Made in the USA and guaranteed 100%. Plus, try it for free and decide for yourself at www.lovegofoods.com. To try it for free, go to www.lovegofoods.com. That's www.lovegofoods.com.
The truth is out there. Knowledge is power. This is the Prepper Podcast Radio Network.
Listening to the Region 10 Report with your host, Susanne Posel from OccupyCorporatism.com, where the alternative media gets their news. This show will expose the elite domination plan, disinfo agents, propaganda, corporate control, and the UN plan to strip the world of its freedom and the U.S. of its Constitution. This is the Region 10 Report with Susanne Posel, bringing you the real truth behind the news.
Guerrilla Radio! Oh, hell! Can't stop us now! Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the Region 10 Report. This is episode number 17. The Region 10 Report is broadcast live on American Freedom Radio 4 to 5 p.m. Central on stations all across the globe. And just to let you guys know, next week, the Region 10 Report is being expanded to 2 hours. Yay! So, the Region 10 Report will be broadcast 2 to 4 p.m. Central. You know what? Don't quote me on that. It's 1 to 3 Pacific time, so do the math. I'm on the West Coast. I can't understand these time zones. I hate the Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar and all these time zones. So, the Region 10 Report is syndicated on Prepper Podcast Network, UCY.TV, and we are on iTunes podcast downloads. Type in the Region 10 Report. We're also on Spreaker, Shoutcast, and Blog Talk Radio. You can listen to all of our previous episodes at radio.occupycorporatism.com or just go to the AFR archives. New articles are posted on my website daily. Every day, 6 days a week. I take Sundays off because I want to. We have sponsors, and I encourage you to support them on the Region 10 Report and American Freedom Radio, and also on OccupyCorporatism.com. If you'd like, you can donate to us to help us expand our website and the Region 10 Report. There is a yellow tab on the front page of our website, Support Independent News, and donate if you can. and I appreciate it. I thank every single person who donates and supports us. And I just have to say I've gotten a lot of wonderful emails over the last week from incredible people, listeners and supporters, and I absolutely thank you very much. I really do. It's wonderful to know that everyone cares. So you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, sign up for our RSS feed, and get the latest news from OccupyCorporatism.com. I also wanted to let everyone know that The Real Guerrilla Media is live and on the Internet. Go to realguerrillamedia.com. If you are in the alternative media circles and you are tired of the sensationalists, we are looking for you. We are setting up a consortium of radio hosts, journalists, bloggers, activists, and filmmakers who are free-thinking and unco-opted. Every member of the guerrilla media will be dedicated to the highest ethics of truth, peace, and justice. And our website and our organization is committed to bringing ethical, accurate, open-minded, and well-sourced information to the public. So send us an email. Go to realguerrillamedia.com. On the More tab at the right-hand side, you'll see Contact Join, and there is an application there. Please fill out that application and email it to me at admin@occupycorporatism.com. I want to get you signed up, and we are setting up this wonderful website so that everyone can get informed and get involved, and that is the most important part of this. Now, today, I have one of the most incredible people, in my opinion, in this movement. He has done so much and brought so much great information and worked very hard. The gentleman that I have as a special guest is Max Igan. Max Igan, you are on the Region 10 Report. How are you?
Fantastic, Susanne. Thank you for having me on the show.
I am excited. I was so excited when you actually answered my email to you. I look up to you very much, and I followed your work for a very long time, and thank you very much for coming and talking to us today.
Well, it's my pleasure. I mean, you should look up to yourself, really, though, for what you're doing. I mean, we're all in this together, and it isn't that I actually did anything for you except really maybe point you in a certain direction. I mean, you've got to give yourself that credit. I really do believe. I mean, I've often said that I don't want followers. I want leaders. I'm not someone to be followed. I'm simply offering a perspective so people can learn how to lead themselves, and thank you for beginning to lead yourself.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about today, because it's something that's been on my mind fairly recently. Being new to this, I started my website a year ago. I woke up, or whatever we want to call it, to the financial crisis that happened in 2008, realized what was happening and realized that the money is fiat, and that just spun me off. I watched every documentary I could find, read every article, read every book, went to everybody's website, just voraciously getting all this information into me to unprogram and learn what is actually happening in our world. And when I got involved in the alternative media, writing articles and learning the logistics of what goes on behind these websites and behind these radio shows, I was very, very disheartened that this is a billion-dollar business, and a lot of people are concerned with getting clicks to their website or making themselves appear to be something that they're not. And it has nothing to do with effecting change. It just has to do with getting popular and getting listeners, and maybe you weren't that cool in your life outside of this, but this became a medium for a lot of people where they could make a name for themselves and maybe get something out of it that they couldn't get in their life prior to. And I'm really... Go ahead.
No, what you've got on the internet, you've got people who are able to remake themselves and present themselves to the world in a certain way. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the alternate media has become kind of a conspiracy movement, and a lot of the people within it are almost like the new rock stars of the new millennium. You know what I mean? It's kind of that attitude with a lot of it, and for a lot of people to get involved in it, It's like reading a spy novel for them, and they keep waiting for the next chapter. They want to know about all the stuff that's going on behind the curtain, and everybody seems to compete with each other, and it's not about that. When I started putting out my message, I did it without putting my face out there, without using my real name. I wanted people to understand that it was about the message and that I'm nobody. I'm you. I'm everybody else. It doesn't matter who I am. If you're concerned with who I am, you're not listening to the message. And that's why I did that, and that's why it took so long for my face to get out there. And the only reason it got out there was because someone happened to film me at the World Hemp Congress when I gave a speech last year. And I saw all the TV cameras and all the cameras there, and I thought, oh, well, this is going to be the end of the anonymity. But if it wants to happen, then I guess it wants to happen, you know. But that's why I tried to do it that way, because it's not about that. It's not about getting names for yourself and getting clicks and having the coolest truth network or anything like that. It's about waking up the people to the fact that we are in serious trouble on this planet, and we have a very, very easy mechanism with which to deal with all of the problems, and that is ourselves. You know, if we actually knew who we were and understood what our relationship to reality is, we could change the world in 3 seconds. And that's what I've been attempting to bring to people.
Absolutely. When I was little, I walked away from religion. The religion in my home, I didn't agree with. And I was 12 years old. So in my 12-year-old mind, I didn't want to make God angry, but I wasn't sure whose God was the real God. So I decided not to commit to any God unless I was sure who the right one was, because, you know, I didn't want to spend my whole life worshiping something that wasn't accurate. And it's translated in my adult life into a learning about every religion, religions that are not practiced today, religions that are practiced today, cultures. When I was really little, like 4 years old, I wanted to be a paleontologist and an archaeologist. So I was really interested in learning about cultures, and religion is a huge aspect of culture and a huge control mechanism of culture. And so in my adult life, this movement has a very strong aspect of religious underpinnings to it. It becomes like you said, like a rock star, like a worshiping center. And I agree with you. I was very nervous about putting my name and my face out there. I decided to go ahead and do that. But at first I thought, well, why don't I just make up a pseudonym and then I can just say what I have to say without having to become a personality.
Well, yeah, you know, and there's a lot of it. There's a lot of infighting that goes on. You know, a lot of people, like I said, they make themselves, and all you're really doing, I mean, you've done this research, you've got this perspective that you've got based on the information you've been able to assimilate. So you create yourself online, and you present your perspective to the world. So if all these different people's doing it, they're going, hey, I can do that, and I've got a perspective too, and I can see there's a problem. So they get up there and do it. Then because they disagree or they overlap, and even sometimes because some people come up with the same idea, because it's obvious, so they both come to the same conclusion, and they accuse each other of stealing each other's idea, and all this sort of stuff goes on. And really, it's about unity. The whole thing's about unity. We're all discovering ourselves. We're discovering what we are and what we're capable of being. And that's really what's going on here. And there is an awful lot of infighting. There's a lot of people get in there and stir the pot as well and muddy the water purposely. Of course they do. I mean, the authorities do. But I think that people are really waking up to what's going on in the world, and they're seeing that there is a larger picture, and there is a way out of this, you know. But we've got to stop with the infighting. We've got to stop viewing other people's perspectives as invalid. It's all about divide and conquer. And all of these people, they're very often running programs, like they're running religious programs, as you're saying. These things are programs. These are Roman programs. You know, okay, if there's something bad going on, then it's Satan. These are all Satanists. It's all black magic. Okay, there's this. Oh no, it's the aliens. It's the Alpha Draconans. It's the Anunnaki. There's all these sorts of things put in place to lead you down all these rabbit holes, and you find something that works with your belief system, and you stick to that, and you won't look outside it. And it's a program. You know, really, what's going on is what I would call it, and even actually in the Don Juan books. I remember reading the Don Juan books years ago on the Yaqui Indian. And it's what they call the predator mind. You know, it's something that's superimposed itself over human consciousness. It's the predator mind. And that's what our whole society is based on. It's a predatory society. And it's done through society. I mean, they create all of the destruction and they create all of the division and they milk the resources through the mechanism of society, through civilization. This is why they move wealth around the planet all the time. They build people up and they let them